This is Sabotage Plugged In, where we talk about gaming news, current events, and conspiracies. Sounds like something you'd enjoy? Stick around.
Hey, what's going on, guys? The Essential Element here. And we are doing Sabotage Plugged In, episode, I think it's 8. Hopefully. I'm not even sure. That's what episode we on.
Alright, guys, we're on Sabotage Plugged In episode 8 this week. My name's
Yeah.
Matt7 Sabotage, and we also got X-Play Pictures here with us,
What up?
Mr. Bapple. Alright, guys, so we're going to start off with Grand Theft Auto 5, probably the most important game of September that just came out. Probably one of the most anticipated games. Now, I don't know if it is one of the best games, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. So, anyways, we're going to start off with X-Play Pictures. Now, I know you finished the game, is that right?
Yep.
So, what do you think overall without spoilers, what do you think of the storyline? Is it good? Is it bad? Could it be better? Go ahead.
I have different opinions on this because I thought it was good, but I thought it took them 5 years and I completed it in 35 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Really, 5 years, 35 hours? Come on.
Uh-huh. All right, Essential Element.
I think the same as X-Play, really. It was a really easy game to complete. It wasn't hard at all. It was pretty easy for anyone who's played GTA before. I guarantee you they passed it, no problems. For San Andreas was harder for me. I found it a lot harder than this one. Personally, I think that for the time they took to make it and the time to take to complete it, it is just really so much bullshit. Just takes the piss.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with you that it is a pretty easy game. When it comes to, I mean, with gameplay, they did try to do different things, just gameplay dynamics in general. There's lots of different, it's not just about shooting and getting away from the cops. There are some different missions in there that try to make the game more dynamic. But X-Play, what did you like about the game? What were some good things that you enjoyed while playing?
I mean, I felt it was very similar to San Andreas, and San Andreas was my favorite GTA.
Yeah.
Always will be, always has been. And just the way it plays and the way it feels, and you got 3 characters, that just made it 100 times better for me. So when you're doing the missions and you can just hop to someone else, give them backup, supportive fire and everything, that was just epic.
Yeah, Essential Element.
Good things about the game. Well, the good things about the game, I would say, would be the graphics. They look good. Very good.
Were they as good as you thought they were going to be, or were they a little bit below?
I thought they would be better, to be honest.
You
I
thought they would
really
be
Yeah, so did I.
From pictures I saw, I thought, wow. Rockstar has done so... Oh, I can't even explain it. I thought Rockstar done so good, but now that you've actually played the game, it does look a bit more cartoony, as you can say.
Yeah. You can tell it doesn't look all full
That's
to the most potential. But something I want to talk about really quick before you keep going with the graphics. With the graphics, you got to keep in mind that this is a PS3 game. We're kind of used right now to seeing all these gameplay trailers of PS4 gameplay, and we kind of expect awesome graphics. But when you think about it, if they started GTA 5 back in, what was it? They started apparently making it in 2000, right after GTA 4, so 2009-ish. When they really started developing the game, they didn't really think about making graphics. They thought of making graphics to the best in 2011, not 2013 or whatever. And if you think about how large the map is, well, you can only fit so much on a disc, and I think they did the best they could. Even though I will agree, a little bit disappointed with the graphics. I still think that overall the game looked pretty good.
Yeah, but can I point out a couple of bad things about the game that I've realized?
Go ahead.
Alright, number one, there's not as much as you can do in San Andreas. That is such a letdown. For instance,
Really?
when you go to the barbers, you expect to get so many different haircuts. When you go to do your cars up, for instance, I could take a lowrider from San Andreas and make it have hydraulics.
And Moss, what was the thing I was saying to you yesterday
About what?
about when I said I wanted to get a chain for Franklin and hats and stuff?
How X-Ray said to me that I wanted to buy a chain for Franklin. Can I buy it? And obviously you can't buy it in this game. Franklin I find it a bit stupid how you have to go stalking people on the internet to like what's it called
Advance in the
to
game.
get new stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just ridiculous. Like
yeah. They,
for instance, would I really go on fucking would I really go on the internet, go on Facebook, search up Tesco's or something like that, like Morrison's or Walmart or somewhere like that, where it depends where you are, and then be like, "Yo, I just followed you. Can I have a free hot dog or something like that?"
yeah,
Like it's not realistic.
yeah, definitely. But with GTA, what do you guys think about? Of course, in 3 more days, the online is about to start up. X-Play, what are some of the things you're looking forward to for that?
To be honest, I can't wait for that. That's going to be epic. Like, get in the crew and go rob some banks, rob some shops, all of that. It's going to be quite fun.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think, Essential Element?
Um, like I can't wait. It's
Mm-hmm.
just it's gonna be so sick. Like we've already made a crew in it. Like
Mm-hmm.
we've made
Yep.
a crew. It's called Mob City,
Yeah.
and we're about to
If you want to join, let us
fuck
know
some
and we'll let you
shit up.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
um. So yeah, we've got a couple people so far, and like we've been thinking about stuff. Like, what's the online gonna be?
Yeah.
You have to like get your crew, rob a couple of banks, then start and do stuff like becoming big clans. Where some clans have already got 300 people, even though you can't have 300 people online.
Yeah, I
What's
definitely
that?
agree. The kind of thing is like I don't really know how. Like you said, there's gonna be a ton of people online, but how are they gonna make it to where like are they gonna make it to where there's lots of different maps, to where everybody, joins one map? Like it's all the same map, but is it gonna be like different servers, is what I'm saying? Or is it
Yeah,
like everybody plays on one map, which is technically impossible. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for, like is
waiting
your
for some
house
news.
is your house like it's only going to be on one specific map, so you always have to join the same map, right? So that's kind of what's going to be kind of interesting, and I want to see how they really do it. And I don't know if you guys have anything else to say about the online.
Actually, can
Nope.
I just put a point through that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've actually spotted something. You got divisions.
What do you mean?
We've got divisions, like division 1 to 5. So if you're in divisions, your crew must be put into a server, yeah, and you have to fight up to get your partial division. When you pass your division, you must be put into like a what's it called, like to a next map. Do you reckon it's gonna work like that? Everything's gonna switch up
To be honest, Rockstar hasn't really explained too much about how they're
because
going
we
to make
we
the
know for
online work.
certain that we've got divisions because when we go into the crew, it says division one
Yeah,
out of
that's
five.
true. That is true. That is something to keep in mind.
So
Um,
it's gonna split everyone up from
But
that.
something I did see that you're going to be able to, like, basically on the online, there's going to be like an online currency, right? Like what they in Grand Theft Auto they call it just money, right? Just yeah, dollars or whatever.
We-
And what they're going to do is you can actually pay real money from the PSN
Yeah,
store to buy more money. What do you think about that, X-Play?
I think if they do that, well, obviously they're gonna do that, but I don't think that it will be overpowered.
Hmm.
Like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we think it's gonna be overpowered," but if they do, then that's gonna be a bit unfair on everyone else.
Yeah, essential element.
So
I know what you mean.
How's it gonna be overpowered?
Well, because like
you
let's say the guy who has like $100 and he's just really rich, then he's gonna get like all the fast cars, all the nice weapons like the
exactly,
first day, whereas the other guy actually has to earn it.
go
He
rob
actually,
banks and stuff.
exactly, yeah, he has to actually play, and I
Yeah,
think that the microtransactions, as they're calling it, would actually ruin the game because then what's the point of even playing if you already have all the cool stuff?
Mm.
that is true.
So I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it works, and maybe next week we'll talk more about GTA Online. But as far as the last thing I want to talk about with GTA 5 is, um, what was I gonna say? What do you guys think they should bring in some DLC? Because you guys know in GTA 4, they brought 2 expansion packs, I believe, and with GTA 5, I know it's early to talk about, but is there now that you guys have completed the game, is there something you want to see?
Well, I already know that there's going to be new guns that they're putting in the game because when you go into the gun shop, if you go to the right hand side on the wall, there
It's
is
all
like
invisible.
slots left, but it's all invisible, so you can't see. They haven't released obviously anything
Yeah.
yet.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
So it'll be interesting to see. Essential Element, got anything to say on that for the DLC?
Well, hopefully they bring back like San Andreas map and shit like that, but more better graphics.
Hmm. So
Whether or not they
you
do
guys
it.
really both liked San Andreas better than GTA 5?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
But except for like, for instance, you would need, if you're gonna bring back San Andreas, you would need to do the graphics up, and you have to make, for instance, the cars.
Mhm.
They wasn't as good as you think they was
Yeah.
in back in there.
You know, something with the only reason I'm not saying that the San Andreas form of gameplay was better that I think than GTA 5, but the reason I like GTA 5 is just it's more new, it's improved. Like I think
Yeah.
if they made San Andreas like an HD version and maybe added like a couple things or that's not really important, but if they just made an HD version, I think that it would be like an amazing GTA.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would.
Yeah.
That's what I thought this was gonna be like, but turns out no.
Yeah. Well, maybe I thought it was still a
Yeah,
good
it was
game, but
still a great game, but
mhm.
I thought it would be more like San Andreas.
when I
Yeah.
first saw this, I thought it would be the actual San Andreas map.
Really.
Like they even let you down with the grocery. It don't even look the same. It looks shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple disappointments here and there. But the last question is, was 5 years really worth it? X-Play, I'll start with you.
No,
No. Why?
I really don't think it was. I
Okay.
think that maybe they've had this game ready for like 2 years, and they just said, "Oh, you know what? We're just gonna wait for everyone to be like, oh, I can't wait to get this game. Like, get everyone hyped up for the game, and then release it."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Essential element.
I've said my point of this before. Like I reckon from when they said that they're gonna keep fixing bugs, I reckon the game was already fixed. There was
Yeah.
nothing wrong with the game, and I reckon they was just keeping it, as XP said, to keeping it to get hype up, so more people buy it and buy it and buy it, and they'll be like, "Oh, this game is gonna be good." They're taking so long about it, and then like I couldn't say they let people down because they still bring a Grand Theft Auto to people, and people like Grand Theft Auto no matter what because it's a free world.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I won't say this game is bad because even my sister, who don't even like games, she
Mm.
came in and she was sitting here playing it. And
The
then
thing
she was
the,
like, "Oh, the graphics look so real." Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And
The,
I was just like,
the
"Okay."
thing that I like about GTA is I think it's just really it's a good refreshing game compared to the games we've been playing, the last 4 years.
Yeah,
A lot of it's been Call of Duty, Battlefield, for some people sports, but GTA is just a lot different, and that's the
just
reason
that
that I'm
free roam.
exactly that's why I'm really enjoying it. And it's a good free roam. There's some
Yeah.
free roam games that are just like, they're good, but they're not that great. But this is, I think, of course, the best free roam. So last final opinions. We'll start with Essential Element this time. What do you think about GTA 5?
I reckon it was a good game. But after XP says something, can I just put one more thing into the
Yeah, go
GTA
ahead.
before we finish
Right.
up? Alright, what would you lot think if they was to make a game called Earth and then make, like, for instance, you know how they got Google Maps and it's like the whole world?
Oh, you told me about
If
this.
they
Yeah,
was
go
to
ahead.
make that and then make the houses and shit like that the right size for the people and the cars, so every single person in the world would be able to fit.
On one map. So it'd be like
But
literally a real life simulator.
it'll be a real life world,
Yeah.
and you can't do like fly to other countries and shit. You have to
Like earn it. Like
you
you have
have
to
to
like actually send
yeah,
in a form and ask to. That'd be sick. Like ask to
yeah.
join the country and
Otherwise
stuff.
it will be too men packed up because everyone will
Yeah.
go to like their best country, and it will get packed up because so many people like the country
Yeah. And
and
then
shit
you.
like that. But then again, we bring on to another thing between this would be, would they really be able to do that? Because people like, for instance, they class as terrorists and shit like that would end up getting practicing out and thinking that, for
Being
instance,
able to see where
oh,
all the
we can do
bases
this
are
on
and
Yeah.
the
stuff.
See
game.
where like people actually
No,
live
no,
and
I'm saying
planning
like
out stuff.
they think it on the game. They can do this and then do that, and then they try to perform it in real life, and it all fucks up because it's not realistic in that way.
Yeah. And
But it
it's a
makes
whole
people think
problem.
it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I know what you mean. X-Play.
What do you lot think of that?
I think that would be really good. And I think that they took 5 years to make this. They could have made it a little bit better, like the way you can go into more houses and stuff. Because on this, they said that it would be more, you'd be able to go into more houses and things. But to
Yeah,
be
I heard
honest,
that
I
too.
haven't really
I heard that
seen
too.
that much.
Yeah, I agree with you. So somebody asked me. They came over and they were like, "Yo, man, I want to play some GTA." I was like, "All right, cool." And they were like, "Yo, I heard you can go into more houses and buildings this time." And I was like, it's pretty much like the other GTA's, man." He's like, "Oh, man, and that sucks." I mean, yeah, that's just weird. People all thought that we can go into more buildings, but
Yeah, I know.
this time we really can't. So And as far as what did you say, essential element? Something about the Earth thing? That was an interesting
Oh,
thought.
I
And
was thinking of like making a game called Earth, and then
yeah, I think that would definitely be
something
really
like that.
cool. Like basically like a GTA Earth. Let's just make a GTA Earth and just play on it.
Yeah, that
But
would be
That would
wicked.
be really, really
insane,
good.
insane. Yeah,
Yeah, it would.
Maybe
But I
PS7.
wouldn't call it GTA because GTA is like a game where
Bad
everyone goes
stuff.
around killing
Yeah,
people and
true.
shit like that.
All right, so it could be like the real life simulator Earth edition.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna move on to just some random topics that we have for this week, and the first one is with YouTube. They added some new features, and the one that caught my eye the most was you're gonna be able to basically block out words that you don't want in the comments. So, for example, if in one of those words you put money as one of those words, then whenever somebody types in money, the comment will not work. So your whole comment section will never have a word that says money. Xplay, what do you think about this new feature on YouTube?
I mean, I think that's like really good because, like, supposing you're gonna get bare hate, and then everyone's just like, right, from now on, I'm taking out the word hate, so you can't like, or not even hate, like you're a faggot or some shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So you can't like get hate on your videos. Everyone's positive. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Essential element?
Uh, yeah. So that's like saying, for instance, Woody's gamer tag has everyone going on his video saying unsub as a joke,
Oh, yeah, he can just
but
turn that off.
if he was to turn it off,
It
like
would
they
just
would
like it
never
would
be able to
stop.
say it
Yeah,
again.
I didn't think about it like that on a long term. I was thinking like I didn't really think about it thoroughly. I was just thinking of just like random words that you could add that you like. For example, the video. What if the video topic was um baseball and you didn't want people talking about basketball or something? You turn that off. But I mean, thinking about it like that with the hate, especially in this community, is really interesting. And who brought up the unsub? Yeah, you. Yeah, like yeah. I remember Woody's comments were all like unsub, unsub, and if you turn that
Yeah.
off, then all of a sudden all that is gone. So pretty interesting. But is there anything else you guys want to say on that, or
No.
just move
I
on?
like it the way you got more control of your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
unlike other things.
So you like when there's new features on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should do it more often, but like obviously there's not many things that they can keep on doing.
Well, I mean, the thing is you have to come up with the idea.
Mm.
I mean, you can't. I mean, did you guys have some ideas of what you want to see on YouTube?
No,
Not yet. No.
I
I'll
could
say
think of
better
some though.
layouts.
Yeah, I know Syndicate brought up a couple days ago. He's like, I want automatic annotations, like templates, so you could have like I don't know if you wanted 4 annotations at once, you didn't have to place them like one by one. You could just automatically have them four, like on Sabotage Plugged In, for example. You know, how I have the annotations on the names.
You
Yeah.
know what I want to see
If I had
from?
templates, that'd be easier. Go ahead.
I want to see people be able to become, like, for instance, not. I want everyone to have a chance to become big.
Well,
Like, for
that's
instance,
Everyone
like,
does.
if you no, not really. People make videos for a very long time and then they don't become big because of no one sees their videos. Like just because they don't do the right
that's
tags,
true.
Mm.
it's letting them down. Not many people know how to do the tags.
But I mean, then again, if everybody's big, then technically no one's big. So I mean, that's the whole
Yeah.
definition of fame or popularity is you're or higher than other people. But
Mm.
if everybody just gets the chance to grow, then there's not gonna be money that's made, which is what a lot of people do. You're not gonna become popular. People aren't gonna enjoy
Yeah.
the videos. It's just the subscriber count's just a number. What really matters is positive comments or maybe even likes if you care about that. But I don't know. We're gonna move on here if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so this week, in one of the news things that happened was, I think it was a pilot, or a crew. I think a crew of pilots was they were flying a plane, and apparently they had the plane on autopilot, but they all fell asleep. So how would it make you guys feel if you were in that plane and realized all your pilots were sleeping? X-Play, go ahead.
I'd be pretty nervous. Like, supposing like obviously when they got off the plane, like someone turns around and says, "Oh, you know that the pilots were fast asleep for 5 hours," and you're just like, "Yeah, really? Well, fuck you."
Yeah,
I
I'm not
didn't
flying
need
on
to
this
know
airline
that.
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh, but,
like, I'm going with someone else.
compensation.
Essential element, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I just said that. I'll be like compensation, black.
You won't get no compensation from someone
fell
falling
asleep.
asleep.
Yeah.
You should do
Yeah.
because they put your life
No.
at risk.
I mean,
No. Well,
so
you ain't died.
Yeah, but that's true. But still, like, I mean, if you like, what if you're in the middle of the plane and like one of the flight attendants was like, "Oh, well, attention, ladies and gentlemen, I'm knocking on the door of the pilot's or the front of the plane, but apparently
And
they're
they're
all
not
sleeping.
entering.
So they are all falling asleep. So if you guys could please just relax, like, no, that'd be crazy. Like, get up, wake up, like, it'd be chaos in there
I
if
got
I
boot the
was in there.
door in.
But you would
There'd be
what?
a riot on the
I got
plane.
kick the door in.
That'd be
That'd be
crazy.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
You
don't
just
know.
have to smash the door open.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. We're not going. No.
I would.
No, bro. No. That's
We need someone to
That'd
land the
be a
plane.
bad thing. Supposing they wake up and they accidentally knock a switch or something, and then they just like the plane's just going down
Then
towards
we
the
the
can't
water.
throttle
save
just
it.
goes all the way off.
Alright, would you prefer to leave it and until we just land
Well,
casually?
No,
so
I
so so
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
here's kind of the thing. The kind of the debate here is, the pilots, they had a 2-day shift, so 48 hours, a total of 48 hours, and they apparently only had a 5-hour break in between the two to sleep. So does that kind of justify why they fell asleep, or is that just
Well,
ridiculous?
yeah,
That's what they're made
obviously it
for
does, but still, they should have more pilots that don't have to
already.
have shifts that like, yeah, need more pilots that are ready.
Yeah, essential element.
God knows, like that's just a crazy situation to
Yeah.
happen for
So
anyone.
so do you think
Yeah.
the 5 hours and 48 hours is enough, or is it just is it the airline's problem?
I reckon there
Yeah,
should
it's
be
the
like one
airlines.
pilot. You can fly it. Sorry. I
Go
reckon
ahead.
you can fly one pilot, one plane a day
Mhm.
for your job and still get paid a good amount of wages.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I think the airline did bad on that to kind of expect their pilots or crews to just fly for 48 hours straight with, a
Sit-
small
Without any
break in the
proper
middle.
sleep. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you can't just expect them to be, they're all humans. They're not superhumans. So,
Mm.
um, I guess any final opinions on that, or should we move on?
Nope.
All right, guys. So for our next topic today, we're gonna go to the recent. I think it wasn't last week, but the week before, it was the Navy Yard shooting in Washington D.C. So the backstory to that was a man was discharged from the Navy in 2011, so he was basically kicked out, and as revenge. In 2013, so like I said 2 weeks ago, he went and shot up the Navy headquarters, I believe it was, in Washington D.C. There's actually video evidence if you guys want to look that up on the internet and you're interested in that kind of stuff, then go ahead. But X-Play, what do you think about this? Is this, what's up with all these shootings that's happening nowadays?
I really don't have a clue, but are they sure he was okay in the head or if he's mentally stable?
I mean, when this kind of thing happens, I'm thinking, you're not mentally stable. I mean, like, if you got kicked out of the Navy, then so be it. You just move on with life. But if you go as far to actually, he actually lived in Texas, and if he's gonna go all the way across the country just to shoot up people because he was that mad, there's got to be something
Mm.
wrong with him.
Mm.
So Central Element, what do you think about this?
God knows that is just really crazy and fucked up, to be honest.
Mm.
Like I don't know who in their right mind would attempt to kill so many people just for one little thing or whatever it was.
Well, it's also pretty stupid. Like, you're going to fight with the Navy or the Army or whatever. That's just not clever. You're gonna get shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Or you're gonna
it's-
get caught.
it's pretty dumb, but then again, like, the guy just doesn't care, and so that's kind of the scary thing, is that some people just
Yeah,
don't care about their own
reckless.
lives. They want to ruin other lives that, they care. Other lives want to become Navy officers and do good things. But just because, crazy people, in the regular world in general, they have so much power and can do something to you so quick that you don't even realize. So, it's kind of messed up.
That's just
But,
the world we live in.
Yeah. Do you guys think gun control would have stopped things like this?
No, everyone keeps on going on about this,
Mhm.
like how they in US they should ban guns and stuff.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be legal how they are not now. But I don't think it will. It's like UK where they say, "Oh, there's no guns," blah blah blah. But yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's just you don't hear about
It's
it
different,
as much.
yeah. Well, I was thinking like with the UK, it's a little bit smaller than the US, so it's kind of hard to
Exactly.
compare the two,
Yeah.
I would say I'm
Go-
not sure.
go
I
ahead.
reckon UK probably has more crime.
No.
What do you mean by
But
crime?
I did hear that London is a more dangerous city than New York.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but essential element, what did you mean by crime though?
Like people getting hurt and shit like that.
Stealing
Stabbed,
stuff, like GTA
Yeah.
real life?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
reckon it might be actually.
I don't know. I don't know the official numbers.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I don't know any final opinions on that. This recent shooting or just guns in general, like X
Just-
play.
reckless behavior from
Reckless.
someone that should have known better.
And
I
essential
just say
element.
GTA 6, man. That's just epic.
What? That has nothing to do with. Oh my god. All right.
GTA 6, boy.
All right. Well, that's Sabotage Plugged In episode 8, guys, this week. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Let me know what you want me to improve on, or if you even watched the video this far. Congrats. But thanks to Essential Element and X-Ray Pictures for being on this week.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, see you guys later. Peace.